Hello, and welcome to Candidates Up Front. This is a public interest election program of Berks Community Television and the League of Women Voters of Berks County. Our May 16th primary election is coming up. Democrats and Republicans will vote for judges, school directors, and county, township, borough, and city officials. The deadline to register to vote is May 1st. To check your voting status, go to votepa.gov. That's vote.pa.gov. You can register, change your party, locate your polling place, or apply for an absentee or mail-in ballot. The deadline to register is May 1st. The deadline to apply for a mail-in ballot is May 9th. The League is interviewing those candidates who wanted to be interviewed in contested races. For each race, the candidates will get the same basic questions and the same amount of time to answer them.
Hello, I'm Bill Litvin, a member of the League of Women Voters of Berks County. 5 candidates are competing for a chance to be magisterial district judge in District 23-302. That includes Earl, Douglas, Colebrookdale, Washington and Hereford Townships, and Boyertown, Bechtelsville, and Valley. 4 are cross-filed, which means they are on the ballot for both the Democratic and Republican Party. On both ballots are Rick Drumheller, Charlie Madonna, Andrew L. Mathias, and Robert Haas. A 5th candidate, David C. Schott, is only on the Republican ballot. Voters in each party will select one to be on the fall ballot. The magisterial district judge handles traffic violations, landlord-tenant matters, and civil actions where the amount claimed is less than $12,000. The judge presides at arraignments, sets bail, issues warrants, and performs duties of a similar nature. The term is 6 years, and the 2023 salary is $106,245. Please note that the opinions expressed in this interview are those of the candidate and are not the opinion of the League of Women Voters or of Berks Community Television. This interview is with David C. Schott. Welcome.
Thank you.
David, please tell our viewers about yourself and why you are running.
Okay. I'm married for 27 years to my wife, Kimberly. I have 2 beautiful daughters, one 23 and one 20, and she is a sophomore at Ursinus College at the time. I'm running because this is something I always wanted to do, and I think I could be an effective judge, a fair judge. And I lived in the territory my entire life. And
that works.
Yeah.
Tell us what education and background you bring to the position.
I'm a graduate of Boyertown Senior High School. I am presently the mayor of Valley. I've had 14 years as the mayor, so I have a lot of community service with me. That's pretty much it there.
Okay. What personal qualities do you have that would help you be an effective district judge?
I think I'm a really honest person. I'm fair. I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy helping people wherever I can. I'm definitely a community servant. Yeah, I'm good.
That's fine. Please tell us about the area this district serves, about your community.
Yeah, beautiful area. Hereford Township, I was up there visiting some people the other day. It's mostly rural townships. Earl Township, Earl and Douglas, and Hereford are rural. Love the boroughs of Boyertown, Bechtelsville. Valley's my favorite, of course. We have so much to offer. And I just think that I can help out throughout the whole entire area.
Are you involved in volunteer or community work? If so, please tell us about it.
I am. Like I said, I'm the mayor of Valley. I was a councilman at one time. This is actually my second stretch as mayor in Valley. I served on the Valley Ambulance and the Valley Fire Company a few years back. I'm a little old for that now. But I really enjoyed doing all that. I served on our church carnival committee for over 32 years. And I just do whatever I can in the community.
Okay. As a district judge, you will deal with matters of civil law and criminal law. Please explain the difference and give us some examples of each.
Okay, civil law is, as you mentioned in your opening, tenant squabbles, evictions, anything that has to do with person to person. And criminal law is citations that the police officers do, any kind of crime you commit, misdemeanor on the up, and I can't
And give us some examples of what might constitute a criminal act.
Criminal act is like, yeah, I'm drawing a blank here. Criminal act is like assault
Okay.
or I don't know, stealing, robbery,
Okay.
anything like that.
Okay. Please explain the district judge's role in handling criminal issues.
Well, the district judge would have them come into the courtroom. They'd have to weigh all the evidence back and forth, see if it has to be pushed to the next court, or make a ruling right there.
Okay. So is there like a lawyer on both sides, or how does
Usually,
it?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's not a jury, is there?
No jury, sorry.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So it's just, the criminal issue is brought to you by someone for the defendant and someone for the
Plaintiff.
plaintiff. Would
Yep.
would one of them be a public, like a
They could be.
district attorney? I mean, who's prosecuting?
I would hope that they would have their own attorneys, but if they can't afford them, they're
Right, but now who would prosecute? Would be from the county or from the?
it would be county, yeah.
Okay, okay. And please explain the district judge's role in handling civil issues.
Basically the same thing between two parties if, like, they bounce a check at a business,
Okay,
or if they're not paying their rent and they're getting evicted, anything like that.
do they bring,
Some of them bring attorneys, some of them don't.
okay,
It's their prerogative at that point.
okay. If you were recommending, would you recommend?
I would
they bring-
recommend to bring an attorney.
Okay,
yes.
very good. District judges decide whether there is sufficient evidence for a criminal trial. I'm sorry. District judges decide whether there is sufficient evidence for a criminal case to go to trial. What will you consider when making this decision?
I would listen to both sides and see what the evidence says, and I would just go from that point on.
Okay. District judges set bail. What criteria will you use to determine whether bail was needed? What criteria will you use to determine how high the bail should be?
I think it would all depend on the crime itself and past offenses and the risk to the community if we let him out on bail, or her, sorry.
Equal opportunity.
Yeah.
So would bail be based on the assets of the people involved, or?
I think I would look at that as well, but like I said, I think it would be mostly the severity of the crime.
Okay. Are there community problems that the district judge can help alleviate?
I'm not quite sure on this one. I think a district judge could get out there and help wherever needed, but educating the public on what a district justice does, I think, is a good point to start.
So maybe going into schools or
community groups, senior centers, anything like that.
Okay. Okay. Is that something that
Something-
is being done, or is that
I
something
don't
you'd
know
like
if
to
it's
do?
being done or not. I would love to do it because I
Okay.
love getting in front of people.
Okay.
So,
That would be, I might want to attend something like that.
Sure.
Yeah, you never know.
and I love good question and answer periods.
Okay. As a member of the judiciary, what can you do on and off the bench to ensure that all Pennsylvanians have access to the courts?
I think education there, and people don't know how to get to the court. I mean, just regular Joe citizen. I think educating the public on that is probably a good place to start with that.
Okay. Okay, and what's the importance of this position? Why should it matter to the average voter who the MDJ is, the magisterial district judge is?
I know that a lot of people don't know what a magisterial district judge does, but
It's hard to even say.
exactly. And I
tongue
think the
twister.
importance is this is where it starts, and it will either go higher or it will end right there. And I don't know. Like I said, again, education on the court system is what I think we are lacking, and we need to get it out there and teach.
Is that something you'd like to see, say, in the school system? I mean,
Oh, absolutely. They
Yeah.
should be teaching that. They should be teaching it at the local level.
Yeah.
And I think that we don't get enough of that because you can see it in the kids today. They don't know how to do the basic things. So I'm hoping that if I get this job, I can get out there and help them with that.
okay. Please make a closing statement. You have 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay, a closing statement. I feel that I'm an honest person. I'm ready to do this job. I've served in the community for a long time. I've got some minor police experience with being the head of the police department in Bally. I do basically the administration end of that. I'm running as a strict Republican. I don't feel that crossing the line to be elected is the right thing to do. So that's why I'm staying on the straight Republican ticket. And I just wonder sometimes is if 3 of my opponents are police officers, and thank them for their service, but do they carry their law enforcement bias into the courtroom? I hope they do not if they win this, and I'm really hoping that, you know, when this is all over, I can learn more about everybody on that end of it as well. I think I will serve well. I will be dedicated. I will be there every day. I will do what needs to be done.
Thank you, David C. Schott, for sharing your views with us. Viewers, please remember, there are many candidates for Magisterial District Judge District 23302 on the Democratic and Republican ballots. They are Rick Drumheller, Charlie Madonna, Andrew L. Mathias, Robert Haas, and David C. Schott. You vote for one. For more information on candidates, please go to the League's online voters guide, vote411.org. That's vote411.org. All you have to do is type in your address. It will show you everyone on your particular ballot, along with the information the candidates have provided. Vote 411 is safe. It does not store your address. Be prepared when you vote. Use vote411.org. Thank you for watching Candidates Up Front.
You will find the Candidates Upfront interviews on BCTV and on its website and its YouTube page. And for more information on candidates, you can go to the League's online voters guide, vote411.org. Or you can contact Berks County Election Services, elections@countyofberks.com. Their phone number is 610-478-6490. And thank you for watching Candidates Up Front.